Hello, ghosts and goblins. How are you doing today? It is a special edition of Movie Review Monday. Woo! Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris, aka Mr. Ramon 420. As I said, it's a special edition of Movie Review Monday, a Halloween edition. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope you're going to enjoy your Halloween as much as I am. Before I start with the video, getting into it, I want to thank everyone who left me a well wish for my birthday on Saturday. Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And anyone that's a friend of me on Facebook, thank you for sending your prayers and your wishes to my mom. It meant a lot. It helped her out a lot. It was just a big thing. I really appreciate it. It was just such a thrill to receive a call from her on Saturday, and that she was doing all right. If you're friends with me on there, you kind of know the situation, and I thank you. Thank you so much. And also, before I get into the main part, I want to give a big shout out to Dave, aka One Outrageous Disc. He used to be, Dave, aka Godhar. Not anymore. He's changed it over to One Outrageous Disc. And the reason he did that, he has so many box sets. It's astounding, and it's more than just horror films. He has collections of Seinfeld and Home Improvement, Speed Racer, just a plethora of amazing films that he has in his library, and he wants to show them all off. And the best way to do that is just to make a channel where you're not pinholed into one genre. So he made One Outrageous Disc, and such a great channel. You know what you're going to get from him. So you're not going to be worried about it's going to be a new thing. He's just going to be showing you more cool shit. And so just a great thing to do. So definitely check him out. I'm going to put his link below so you can see what he's all about. You sub him, you add him as a friend. Let's get him back to his 1,500 subs. He's already at 273. Let's keep on jumping. And he's only had the channel up for a few days. How fucking cool is that? That's pretty fucking sweet. Okay, the movie I'm going to be doing for Movie Review Monday is a Halloween film. No, it's not going to be Halloween or any of that stuff. It's one that just came out a few years ago, and one I just finally got to watch, and a lot of you have told me, check it out. You're going to enjoy it, you're going to have a fun time, and I really did. It is the 2007 film Trick or Treat, written, directed by Michael Daughtry, and produced by Bryan Singer. If you don't know who Michael Daughtry is, he's the co-writer for such films as X2 and Superman Returns. So you kind of know why Bryan actually produced the film. Trick or Treat actually stars Brian Cox, Dylan Baker, Leslie Bibb, and Anna Paquin. Most of you know Anna Paquin from, the great horror show True Blood. And surprisingly, from what I heard from a few people, they actually kept this film on the shelf for about a year before they actually, you know, took it out. Not to the theaters, but to the DVD. The thing is, at the time, you know, the company, I forget who was actually in charge of it, Warner Brothers, saw this and thought that they weren't going to be able to make any money because it was going up against one or two of the Saw films. Believe me, if I knew this came out at the time of Saw, I would have seen this instead of Saw. Because come on. Oh, this is John, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to play a game. How would you like to play a game? Congrats, you're all dead. The end. That's the fucking story. This is actually interesting. People that are fans of Saw, Saw films, I'm sorry I shitted all over the Saw films. But it's... Oh no, never mind. I'm not going to go into that. I say anymore, I'm going to get just like, hey Mel, like how could you? And I'm sorry, if you're a fan of Saw, that's your thing. I just feel like I'm going to get hey Mel because of that shit. But let me tell you about this, about Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is basically an anthology story in the realm of Creepshow and Tales from the Dark Side, or Tales from the Hood, whatever you want to do. But it's actually a really good anthology story involving a small little town in Ohio on the night of the Halloween over a span of 2 to 3 hours. Basically, has 4 stories. one story involving Anna Paquin deals with her being a virgin and her friends trying to find a nice date for her, and she, wants to, pop her cherry on that night. Pretty interesting story. That's all I can say about it. Then you have Dylan Baker, principal who's not a big fan of children, and you find out in a few ways. Also, he has a split personality of someone else. I'm not going to say who. Then you have, four little bastard teenagers who pulls up a prank on I would have to say, an idiot savant girl who's really bright and makes incredible pumpkins, and maybe gets their upcomings. You may never know. That's all I can say. But it does involve a school bus and a ravine. Pretty nasty. And the final story deals with Brian Cox is an old man who hates children and kind of scares them away from his porch. Takes their candy, and in the process gets his upcomings too. Now, in a way, all the films, have one big factor of it. This little guy right here, Sam. You actually get to see what he looks like, and it's a pretty interesting, feature. Really cool shit. And I gotta say, I'm pretty sure they weren't dealing with a big budget for this film. It's a fantastic Halloween film. It's not really scary. It's not really bloody. You're going to have a good time. You like the actors. Everyone gives a fantastic performance. The way the story goes and the twisted turns that it has in the anthologies, pretty fantastic. I had a lot of fun watching this. This is definitely one I'm going to be adding to, my Halloween, viewings for every year. It's definitely a great addition to my library, and should be one of yours too. If you haven't picked it up or watched it, check it out. You know what? You could probably find it on Netflix for a pretty cheap, I would say pretty cheap price. Because, oh hell, just buy it, because you'll probably be able to, buy it for a cheaper price than it is for watching it on fucking Netflix. Fuck you, Netflix. But all in all, it's actually a really good film, and it's a shame that it was left on the shelf for a year and it didn't get posted up against, Saw 2 or 3 or 4. And as I said, it is a fucking shame, because it definitely would have got my money instead of watching Saw. Solid performances by everyone. You really like Dylan Baker's character. It just something weird and off about him that it moves the film. It really does. Really good time, and as I said, it's not really scary, so you can actually enjoy it. Make it a family thing for people that say love horror films but don't want all the huge frights or the bloody gore. This is one to check out. So yeah, that is my my thoughts on the film, my review of Trick or Treat for a movie review Monday, special Halloween edition. Hoo-hoo. Guys, I appreciate your time for checking out the video. You guys were fucking awesome. Well, I hope whatever you guys do today and for the rest of the week, you have a good time. You take care. You take it easy. You fucking rock. You're fucking awesome. And enjoy the rest of the day. Rate, comment, subscribe to my channel. And don't drink the Kool-Aid. See you later. Happy Halloween.